This is a good question.
No, that is a good question. That is a good question.
This question is for you, Fatty. If the legal age of consent was 12,
yes, they would.
It is a 12-year-old.
Absolutely.
Widows.
Absolutely.
12.
Yes.
This question is for you, Fatty. If the legal age of consent was 12,
yes, they would.
It is a 12-year-old.
Absolutely.
Widows.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody's having a good day, man. We have this content to go over from Anton Daniels, who has on people like the guy that you heard from Portugal, who said that he would, be with a 12-year-old if it was legal, right? He also told public offender he would be with a 12-year-old, but now Anton Daniels had another man on his panel who said it's okay to date children. I think the young man name is Benny. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Fair use, fair use, fair use. And let me throw up the disclaimer because, again, we don't know any of these people. We're just giving commentary. Fair use under this under the Copyright Act of 1976, Section 107. We're just giving criticism. Everything is alleged. Everything is alleged. So let's go.
Benny, what are you talking about? You check people that don't take care of their kids?
1,000%. I would. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
Okay, I got you.
I just wanted to say this one thing because I feel like I'm getting really misunderstood. But it's just like, okay, if we're telling parents to police like what children are wearing, so they don't get sexually assaulted, wouldn't that be a form of like victim blaming? Because like the responsibility doesn't lie on the child's outfit, right? It lies on the predator. Right. So children don't cause the abuse. Adults who sexualize them do. So I feel like instead of teaching kids to cover up and do what you will, we should be more so teaching adults to respect boundaries, to control.
Relax, Anton. She's absolutely right. Right. Instead of y'all holding the men accountable who actually go out and commit these crimes, y'all tell women and younger girls, hey, if you dress a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying, you might get assaulted by these men. No, that is victim blaming. That's victim blaming 100%. There's no reason to tell Jazz that if she dresses a certain type of way, a man is going to forget that he's supposed to get consent to have sex with her before he try to have sex with her. He's going to physically try to overpower her and take her body instead of it being earned. You see what I'm saying? And men like this are actually the sick men. Right? When I hear Anton saying stuff like this, imagine him telling his daughter that, because Anton has a daughter and a wife. He has no son. Imagine him telling his wife or daughter, hey, well, this happened to you, but look how you dressed. It was always going to happen because of how you dress. He would never say that. He would go to war for Rita and his daughter. I know this personally. So I think it's something that he shouldn't be saying, and he shouldn't allow other people to say on his platform. And shout out to Jazz for holding it down. I love Jazz. She is so fucking dope. Not to mention, she's drop dead gorgeous. Let's go.
Impose this and stop normalizing the sexualizing of minors. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong.
Same thing that you just said that you didn't say. You said instead of teaching women to cover up. Mrs. K and I said that we need to do both. We need to teach them to cover up but you said instead.
But when I asked
why do you think that it's okay?
And the word police.
To allow for women or to allow for young girls to dress how they want.
I never said that was okay. So let's make that very clear.
I think now I say it for you, Jazz. I think it's okay for women of any age to dress however they want to dress. It's just that simple. I have a daughter that's 11 right now. No, sorry, she just turned 12. I have a daughter that's 12 right now. If she want to go to the beach and she want to wear her bikini, then she can. And I wish one of you niggas would try to do anything. And I do mean anything. Right? I'm a real Detroiter. We really slide out here. That's a fact. And we move around. I'm in Chicago right now. I pull back up in Detroit anytime. At any time, dog. And we gotta just keep it 1,000. Y'all are victim blaming. a young girl, a young woman, a woman period should be able to go outside and wear whatever she want to wear. You know how many times I've seen Anton hang out with women like that girl Cora from Miami, thick as hell, always half naked. You know how many times Island Girl Q done been online half naked? You know how many times Lucky Marie done been online half naked? Come on. You try to tell me something happened to them, you're gonna come online and say, well, they was dressed like hoes. Come on, bro. We gotta be more real when we had these conversations, especially us that are fathers and husbands. Come on, man.
Instead of
I did not say that. I did not say that.
You said
No, I
instead.
didn't.
I think that's the confusion.
That is not what I said. I did not say let your kids wear whatever they want. I literally did not say that. I said monitor what your kids wear, what your kids are wearing. Make sure they're not dressed inappropriately. But the conversation should be also more on adults, not sexualizing children. And you said, how can we do that? And I said, you can use your platform to acknowledge that men should not be sexualizing women or children in their vulnerable states just because of based of what they have on or based on what they're doing.
But
That's all I'm.
Men shouldn't be sexualizing anyone based on what they have on. There shouldn't be, oh yeah, look at her, she half naked. I mean, I know she want this dick. No, that's men should not sexualize any woman or man for that matter, right? Because Anton did interview Felice Johnson. Men should not sexualize anyone at all based on how they look. No. You sound goofy. Oh, so because she over there twerking, that mean that she want to have sex with you? That mean that she can't say no to you? Child.
Because children don't cause the abuse.
Isn't that something that's already understood? Isn't that like men aren't supposed to do that? Isn't that already understood? That's something.
Clearly, it's not. Clearly, it's not. If you're telling kids to cover up.
If it was already understood, who is this talking? Carmen, the biracial woman. If it was already understood, Carmen, then there would not be any men in prison right now for sexual assault. There would be no men in prison. So to ask a stupid question like that, because that was a stupid question, doesn't it? Don't they understand already that they're not supposed to sexualize young girls? Well, by the crimes and the motherfuckers who have been convicted, no, they don't understand. There's always a mammy pick me out here trying to save these men, even after we show that they have awful behavior. They still gonna try to save them, child.
But look where you're saying you're using the word police instead of protect. You keep saying, why are you policing the clothes? Like, why would you say police?
Well, what I'm saying is,
because that's what you're doing. You're not going out here and stopping the predators. You're trying to be proactive in stopping men by telling women to dress a certain type of way. Despite we could pull up dozens, hundreds of thousands of cases of women who were dressed normally. No titties out, no ass dangling, and they were still attacked by a man. Let's keep going.
If you feel like, I feel like you're not putting the onus on the person that can harm the child when you're telling a child that they can't wear shorts in the summertime, that's not overexposing anything around a certain cousin, and not acknowledging
that cousin don't belong around. That's the first step. That person
okay.
I think that's
the point. That was my point.
Damn, so neither one of y'all can let her speak. So y'all masculine hyenas too, right? Mrs. Diaz. Buenos dias. I know you a Spanish speaking motherfucker. Right? Somebody go call Thomas Holman. See if she here illegally. Right? But let's have a real conversation, mamacita. Y'all didn't start off by saying anything about the man at all and how he's supposed to not be around. The conversation about what are young girls wearing. That, and on top of that, who are you to say who can't be around a kid and who not? One day y'all sticking up for man, next day you saying a cousin can't be around. Why? Cause he a man? Okay.
When I said
it shouldn't be around,
the certain uncles or family members shouldn't be around little kids. It's not policing them. It's just kids should be dressed appropriately. And I agree with Jazz. You should understand why you have a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, and I'll include boys in that. Little boys get harmed too. Why do the other conversation doesn't happen? Why are you looking at her that way? And why are you even here if you're going to be doing that in front of the kids? Why are you at the family reunion? But it doesn't. The parents just
Look past it.
Look past it and say, "Oh, by the way, don't leave that person."
Y'all look past stuff all the time on here, right? Y'all trying to shame other people for looking past it, which is, that's cool, whatever. Shame those people. They deserve to be shamed. But so do y'all. How many times have Anton went on Jazz, said fuck black women, said fuck those kids, etc., and y'all still up here supporting niggas? Right? It's always the delusional women that's trying to call out quote unquote other delusional women. Y'all ignore stuff in black men right now. Y'all ignore that Anton flirt with other women right in front of y'all. But then y'all talking about something, well, other women are ignoring this and ignoring that. No, they're doing the same thing you do. They're doing the same thing that you're doing. When it's time for them to benefit from somebody, they're going to ignore red flags. Just like what you're doing right now. That's how y'all can sit on this panel with this dude Benny for 3 or 4 hours and he talk about how he want children, right? And none of y'all left. None of y'all said, Anton, he got to go. Y'all got to hold him accountable. No, because as long as the money and the checks keep coming, y'all gonna keep hopping on a pole and spreading that cheek. Stop playing with me, man.
Person right there alone with that little boy or that little girl. That's the other side of it.
Or not forewarning other people.
And on top of that, we're talking about rapists and all of that. Rapists and pedos, they're not just born. You're not just born trying to be a rapist. You're not just a pedo. Like, you don't get out the womb like that. You do have to understand the psyche of it because it's so.
We don't want to understand the psyche of them. We just want to take them out the game. We don't want to understand the psyche. Y'all can do that. Y'all can go talk to them while they in jail, something like that. Do that. We don't want to understand the psyche of somebody who want to touch children. We just want to put a stop to them. Well, I don't got to understand the psyche of none of that. I don't want to understand why he would do something like that. I would never understand that. I would never understand. You can't help me understand that. I don't want to understand it. The psyche of somebody like that. These are the kind of people that watch that one show on YouTube. I think it's called You. I done met 1,000 black women trying to get me to watch, but it's a really good show, Daryl. It's a really good show. Again, I was talking about the show about the white man who stalks his white girlfriend to the point where he commits physical violence and rape and sexual assault and all these other different crimes. Stalking. And you want me to watch that show? I mean, yeah. Okay. All right.
Start outside the family. You start out, even pedos that been SA'd grow up to SA somebody else because nobody talks about it in the family. So that's one thing you gotta talk about.
No. They're not a victim.
It's really him. You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
They're not victims. They're not victims in the slightest. Oh, something happened to me when I was younger, so I decided to go hurt somebody else. You're not a victim. If I get shot at a young age, and I grew up saying, I got shot at a young age. It's not everybody that make me mad, I'm like, pop. Am I a victim? Am I? No, I'm causing fucking tyranny out here by doing some evil shit. That's the facts.
About it, and maybe if we talk about it and we call out the behavior when they're small and we're on this family unit, then
this girl trying to help predators not be predators no more. Oh my fucking God. Let me just keep going.
they won't grow up to be that way.
So, okay, I have a question. So y'all saying this is just how men think. Okay. So why do some men...
No, that's not what we said.
Nobody said that, Jazz.
We said
That's that. No. Shut the fuck up, Q. That's what y'all are saying. Not to mention Q, right? When Fatty and Aaron O was having that conversation about children, you didn't call them out, right? Don't forget it, because we still got it. Let me remind you.
That's a good question.
No, that is a good question. That is a good question.
This question is for you, Fatty. Yeah. If the legal age of consent was 12,
yes, they would.
In a 12-year-old.
Absolutely.
Widows.
There you go. If you're interested in a 12-year-old, would you? If it was legal, would you be interested in a 12-year-old? And the nigga said absolutely. And that's y'all man's Q. That's you and Anton man's Q. That's you and Anton's mans. Yeah, we about to circulate that video till we can't stop circulating that video. We gonna keep circulating that video. Because y'all don't want to hold these men accountable, Q. As long as you getting paid and drive a little bummy ass with a little GLB. It's crazy, dog. The type of shit that niggas can do to make these hoes submit these days, bro.
There are some
okay. Do we agree that all men sexualize women's body parts? And
I don't agree with that.
I don't think it's all.
Okay, all right. So why do a lot of men have the mindset to harm or violate women or children?
Hey, why do you say a lot? Why are we okay?
A lot, bitch. Because when you look at the motherfucking stats, that's what it says. That a lot. The nigga you sitting right next to has been accused of abuse. The nigga that you sitting right next to, we could put videos of Anton saying, fuck them children, fuck them kids, throw the women out with the bathwater. This is why I stopped liking Q. Like when Q first came into the space, she was very genuine. But then she started reminding me of the hoes that she talk about. These bitches, they only want niggas for their money. They only do stuff when they getting paid. Bitch, you doing it right now. You've been doing it for 2 or 3 years now. And instead of her bringing up stats and facts right now, she's gonna dick suck and mammy for men that she wouldn't even let touch her. That if they had 100,000, they couldn't take her on a date or nothing. You gotta stop playing, bro. You think she'd date Mind Tank or Benny or Anton for that fucking matter? Come on, man. Let's keep going. I want to get to the Benny part.
Why are we?
Well, because we do know, like the majority of them.
Why are we only subjecting it to men? Let's just be honest, okay? This happened.
No, Q. No. Shut the fuck up. I'm not even listening to Q.
Come on, 1 point.
Men both can abuse and are predators, but statistically speaking, men carry the weight in that category as far as abuse goes to anybody. So all I'm saying is, why do you think the psyche of a man sometimes is to see a woman in a vulnerable state and violate them, or see a child in a, like, what is that psyche? I'm not saying all men do it, but why do you think so many men do?
I believe hurt people. Some of those men probably experienced that, and it's just
trauma. It's interesting. Trauma, and she just shakes her head like it's not a problem. But when black women come on here and say they did a whole bunch of different things because of trauma, or they don't want to submit to a man because of trauma, or they don't want to allow a man to be a stepfather because of trauma, we don't give a fuck about your trauma. Trauma don't exist. Shut up. Get money. Bag chasers. This is why nobody really fuck with Q, right? This is why Six the Goddess said what she said about Q, right? About Q being a third wheel for Anton and Rita, allegedly, right? About her never having her own man, don't have her own kids, don't have her own life. She's exactly what these men talk about. Prioritizing money over family and submission, right? Being out here for the streets. Come on, man. Y'all crazy, man.
It's just
the prettiest and most elegant woman on Anton's show is Jazz. It's not even close. Now, Jess, she's the second pretty. She had the best body too. It's not even close. But Jazz, she's the full package from top to bottom.
What's is just a rotation. It's just a generational curse. But you have to know to protect your children. You have to call out the people you know who are doing that and stay away from them. It's no secrets. It's just been too many secrets back in the day in grandma's house. What goes on in my house stays in my house. It's sometimes half the time you don't know a man is a predator until his affidavit is plastered all over the internet, but his family already knew.
But it's not only that though, it's the normalization regarding these young boys having sex with older women.
Right.
But again, that's what Anton Daniels said. Me and Priscilla got the clip of Anton saying one of the ways that a man becomes a man, one of his journeys into manhood is by having sex with older women. He said when he was younger, he had sex with one of his teachers. Now imagine one of the women saying that on here. Imagine Jazz saying, oh yeah, I'm a school teacher, had sex with one of my students. They get on her ass. But because Anton wanted to make himself seem like a cool guy to the men, because, you know, that's cool, being a teenager having the sex with fucking adults. They've always had predatory mindsets. But again, Q would call it out in one situation and not call it out in the other one. Then get mad at people like Jazz or Kayla.com or Lucky Marie or Courtney Michelle or Real Talk with Yanni or B Taylor TV or You're Triggered. She would get mad at any of those women I just named who called out those same things in her boss. The first thing she'd say was, no. He didn't mean that. And he hires black women. He can't hate black women if he's paying their bills, right? Right? I try to tell y'all ladies, watch out for these other women. They all not your friends. They all don't have a good agenda for black women or women, period. Some of them, as long as they're being paid or fucked, they're going to always support the patriarchy that is literally trying to control and literally take away your rights. I mean, Donald Trump did a really good job of that. Roe v. Wade asked the women in the South who are dying, right, if the women that put Trump in office really care about them. Ask yourself that, ladies. They not your sisters. They the op. They was the ones who put Trump in office, and the main reason why millions of women in the South are dying. Millions of the women in the South don't have no fucking contraceptive rights anymore. Right? Island Girl Q in Texas, she was one of them girls online talking about Trump. Oh, y'all think they should be able to have control over their own bodies, child. That correlates right back to this conversation. The reason why she's okay with these men having sex with minors and children and 18-year-olds is because she never respected their rights over their bodies anyway. The old white man with orange hair, he can go tell her, hey, baby, I know you might lose your life, but you can't have no child deletion situation down here, baby. You're going to have to keep that. Oh, but Mr. Trump, he raped me. The law is the law, baby. Roe v. Wade, part 2 is over. I got everybody's support. I got Anton support. I got Island Girl Q support. I got Candace Owens support. I got a lot of black support. That's my little blackie over there. That's right. So it's too easy for the men who actually had this patriarchal mindset to dominate, because it's always the woman that's going to help them. Let's keep going.
Like, why is that normalized?
Not only that, it's
why
these women being predators to young boys. So that's something that people don't look at and think, oh, he's young, he can get him an old woman. No, that's very predatory. And so people normalize that in some communities.
Again, Q, if it's predatory for an older woman to want a younger man, but when your boss says shit like, you can get rid of that 40-year-old and get 2 20-year-olds, that's not predatory? That's not predatory? I'm going to find all the clips, right? Because now I'm going to clip this moment. When you just said an older woman trying to talk to a younger man is predatory. And I'm assuming, right, that you hold it across the board, that an older man also trying to talk to a younger woman will be predatory, right? Then I'm going to find all the clips of Anton saying that all these older women hit the wall and go get a woman that's younger than 25, despite his woman being his fucking age. Old as shit, both of them. Right? But I throw my 40-year-old out to get me 2 20-year-olds. That's not predatory, right? Because you're getting paid, right? Y'all like the women that was working for Jeffrey Epstein. Y'all like the women that was working for P. Diddy. Y'all know different. And one of these days, mark my word, one of these days, the empire will crumble, right? Mark my word, is going to be at the hands of a woman. The same way that they fucked over the Lapeef network over at Yanni. Y'all didn't even see that coming. Yanni came out of nowhere like a fucking knight. sword in hand, toward the Lapeef network right the fuck down. Mark my words, it's going to happen again, right? And it's going to be y'all leaders' fault. His lack of dick discipline, because he really don't want his wife, because he doing all kind of shit behind doors like the shit that Lucky showed me. But you know what? Let's keep going.
Complete, you know.
And that's what my question is, like, why do some men normalize that? Like,
well, no, not only men, but women do it too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we can't just say men,
Yeah,
men,
like, why
men.
is that?
Women,
This is insane,
Hey,
bro.
bitch, can we focus on one group? Yes, we know that some women do it too. We have acknowledged it and talked about it. Now, can we ask the question of why do some men think this way? Damn, that's how you know she a goer, right? When I meet women from Houston, the first thing I think is, oh yeah, I know for a fact me and the homies can run a train on her. That's what they do. And she doing it to an old nigga with a little bit of pape. Child.
We are literally just skipping over the fact that this girl, because the reason why it's important for us to have a conversation more about preventative and being careful is because
First of all, Lil Tay has more money than you, Anton. What are you talking about? Lil Tay got more pape than you. So you calling her a little girl? At the end of the day, she's young in age, but her money long.
Already know what the fuck going on. Lil Tay's dropping the youngest link of the century. Mark your calendars tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST. And nobody, including my family, including the grown-ass haters, is gonna stop me. You know why? Lil Tay rich and finna get richer, bitch.
Lil Tay richer and finna get richer, bitch. She a bag chaser, Anton. Yeah, she's a bag chaser. She get into the bag more than y'all combined. Right? You put hoes on your channel like Q, Luck, Courtney, all the rest of them. But then you get mad when women are making money, more money than you and all your people combined. And she just turned 18. She just getting started. Do I think it's wrong that all those men are buying her 18-year-old OnlyFans? Yes. The same way I thought it was wrong when Bad Baby made an OnlyFans at 18 and she made 50 million. This little Asian girl made what, $3 million in a day? Fucking Bad Baby made $50 million. That goes to show you there's a problem with men, and it's not small, Q, because you keep saying it's not that many men. Bitch, how many men do it take to make $50 million in 24 hours? If you go look at her subscription, when she posted it online, bro, she had almost like 200,000 subscribers in 24 hours, bro. Let me guess. Half of those are women? Come on, dog. Y'all gotta stop playing. Do you really want to help people, or do you want to pander and keep getting money with your mans? There is no in between.
How did the girl get to the point to where 7 years ago, when she was 11, that she put a fucking waiting list up there for guys to sign up for in the first place?
Where's her?
What the fuck are you talking about, Anton? She's a bag chaser. What do you mean? So Anton's question is, how did we go from watching this a little girl who was 11 7 years ago, who's now making the fucking OnlyFans link? I mean, you just said it, nigga. Time. She went from being 11 to 7 years later, right? Now she's now she's legally an adult. I can't tell her, hey, little girl, you can't make the OnlyFans. As if this little Asian girl would listen to a black man any fucking way. Now, what you should have did is wonder, why the fuck are men signing up for a wait list, right? It's going to drop the moment I turn 18. So she's 17 recording this content, 17 putting this shit up there, and men are going to their debit cards because OnlyFans don't take cash, and they fucking creating a reoccurring payment every month so they can see this little girl the day after she turned 18. And y'all want to talk about women? What happened if we lived in a world where men thought that was all fucking gross, and then she woke up at 18 and didn't have one fucking person sign up? Or even better, she had men her age sign up. 18-year-old niggas. Maybe that would be a good thing. But no, she had damn near a fucking 250,000 men. Bro, that's insane, bro. We gotta call men out.
Parents.
Like we not really listening and paying attention to the context.
I think her parents pimping her out. Honestly, gotta be.
Her parents pimping y'all out. I mean, pimping her out the same way Anton pimp y'all out. Let's just keep it 1,000. And I fuck with Jazz. But her parents pimping her out the same way Anton pimp y'all out. It's no different. Pimping is pimping. I'm gonna put these hoes out there. I'm gonna get some change back. That's what he do with y'all. It's no different. I'm gonna eat the most. I'm gonna pay y'all a little bit. I'm gonna tell y'all can't do this without me because y'all don't got the platform I do. But at the same time, if I didn't have beautiful women on here, where the fuck would I be? Nowhere. Oh, I forgot. I had a show with my wife back in the day. It didn't blow up like this show. Oh, I wonder why. I'm not gonna say why, but I wonder why. But then I get beautiful women. I put them on a panel. Channel blow the fuck up. Oh, coincidence? I think not.
All right.
Which is sick.
Y'all got this one.
No, seriously. Because how else? Because don't you have to, at 11 years old, you have to have an adult running those pages and stuff, right?
No, I think it's she said that they were on a waiting list. So she probably signed up and was on a waiting list till she turned 18. Then it became live. So that's what she said. She had people waiting at that age. So yes, there are a bunch of sickos in the world. Sick men, sick women.
Look. Sick men, sick women. Shut the fuck up. We just established that a 17-year-old Asian girl had a wait list on OnlyFans. Allegedly. And the first thing you want to bring up is women. Knowing. There ain't no women sign up for this little girl fucking OnlyFans. This is men. It's always men. Y'all should know. That is always men. But the thing is the reason why y'all think it's some women because y'all fucked up. Because y'all go at other women. Because y'all know how fucked up y'all are. Y'all know it gotta be more women like us. He gotta be able to switch us out. Like he did them old hoes from Lapeef. Child.
So yes, there are a bunch of sickos in the world. Sick men, sick women. But what can you do within your own little community? You're going to
clear the world out here for women.
This is gonna be a controversial take, but
all right, so a controversial take. Here we go, guys. I was gonna stop, but we got to keep going.
World out here for women. It's a scary world out here for women.
This is gonna be a controversial take, but honestly, people really don't care because of the fact that you can do it. You think about like Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They got it to where they passed a law in 2025. The reason why everybody has backup cameras is because a little girl was playing in a van, backed up and ran her over. They galvanized.
People don't care about what? I'm sorry. I was looking.
They don't care enough about the predators in the world. That's why, like Carmen said, everybody knows they have an uncle or family member that.
The reason that we got backup cameras is because of MAD.
It was I don't know if it was MAD particularly, but it was a particular mothers group that lobbied Congress to make sure that backup because there was a girl was playing in a work van, backed up and ran her over in their driveway. So they lobbied so they passed. I
think backup cameras are great, right? I love my backup camera. I have like an actual camera back there and shit. It's low-key super dope. It connects to the fucking screen in the car. You got digital fucking little rear view mirror and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hyundai, man. They doing their thing.
Congress passed a law where all cars after 2015 have to have a backup camera. So you can do those things, those same things.
Camera's been in cars longer than that. So no, let me.
Shut the fuck up, Q. Backup cameras are great, right? I love my backup camera. I have my backup camera. I have actual camera back there and shit. Low-key super dope. It connects to the fucking screen in the car. You got digital fucking little rear view mirror and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hyundai, man. They doing their thing.
Congress passed a law where all cars after 2015 have to have a backup camera. So you can do those things, those same things.
Damn.
No, it was certain. No, you're right. Certain luxury cars had them, but it made it mandatory that all cars after a certain year.
What he has said 3 times, and for some reason Q didn't understand that. After 2015, due to a young girl being hit by a truck that was reversing because he wasn't able to see. Yes, BMW, Aston Martin, those expensive cars had backup cameras, but Congress made it mandatory that every car on the road in America has a backup camera after that little girl died. Because if they had a rear view fucking camera on their bullshit ass cargo van, the little girl would have been alive. They would have been able to see, oh, it's beeping. There's a person right there. But because they was cheap as fuck, they bought some cheap ass cargo van with no technology, no steering assistance, no nothing. They killed the little girl trying to back up and go somewhere else, child. Let's keep going.
Had to have backup cameras going forward.
So, okay, so how is this relevant to?
So what I'm saying is, if you would get your community together, talk to your local alderman, councilman, your city official, your mayor, you lobby, you can make laws to make things more egregious or more, you can make stricter laws for, just like in California, where they just made it to where after 10 years, sex offenders don't have to be on the registry. You can do the reverse of that in your state, in your city. Just like you can make it like in foreign countries, I can't think of, there's some European country that instead of when a pedophile gets convicted for pedophilia, they chemically castrate them. So it's like there's things.
You think that we should get laws to where what exactly what these laws say is what I'm asking.
So what I'm saying is
that would be a good law. Okay, Benny. So first of all, Benny, I came here to attack you, but you started off kind of good. Very surprising. I do think that I don't give a fuck where you at in the world. This should be global. If you go to jail for sexual assault and you get convicted and found out that you was a grimy nigga, they should, he said chemically castrate you. But I think they should just castrate you. You clearly don't need this tool no more. Cause you a demon. You a demon. I say fully castrate the person, but chemically, I will settle for that.
You can do things. When you say that you can't do anything, that's wrong. You can band together and get a group of people and make change through votes, through the democratic system that we have in place.
So all right. So listen, these guys have to register for the offenders list. They go to jail for a very long time. They lose their families. They lose their jobs. They lose everything. I don't know if you've ever seen Chris Hansen's.
Yes, I have. To Catch a Predator.
Right. And so these guys got everything to lose, and they still stop by the store, get some rubbers, and they drive 3 hours out of the way in order to go and mess with a little girl. So what we're saying, some of us anyways, what some of us are saying is that you can't, by the time that you figure it out, regardless of what you do to them, because there are some laws on the books that are pretty extenuating, right? The crime has already been done.
Sure, but here's the thing about it.
So why not just, because again, these are somebody's friend, cousin, son, etc., etc. Why not make it your responsibility to, if I know my son is doing awful things to young girls, I'm gonna have to put him down. Period. Oh, but Daryl, that's your son. And that's somebody else's son too. It's rules out here. That's somebody else's daughter too. It's rules out here. Can't be violating nobody and expect no consequences.
No, but here's, and I'm not saying that it's either or, it's both. But here's the thing about it. So Brock Turner, the swimmer at Stanford, right? He raped a young lady in an alleyway, right? He got 6 months of probation. So you have to also, on that same front, attack that judge that gave him such a lenient sentencing because he felt like he had such a bright future ahead of him. So it's just not making laws, but you have to call out the people that are in place that are enforcing these sentences as well. So that's the thing about it.
I think that that's one thing that's pretty universal, is that I'm not really sure that there's anybody that is against harsh penalties and laws when it comes to people that get caught and convicted for doing stuff like that against kids.
Sure, but again,
Benny's basically saying if we want stuff to change, we need to rally harder.
It doesn't change
I agree.
the perspective of a person that is looking to do this type of crime, is what I'm saying.
But here's the thing about it. If you push hard enough, there can be research that is done to understand why things are happening, why their neurons are firing the way they are. Just like there's neurons going to the pain receptors. That's why some people like to have pain and think it's pleasure. So you can understand these things to combat these things further than just being like, oh, well, we just know he grew up this way and he got hurt. Like, understand how to deter.
Spending my tax. I'm gonna be honest with you. Personally, I'm not really interested in spending my.
That's why I said people don't care.
No. I do care. I think you should.
No, you don't care. Where you put your money is where you actually care. You're willing to spend money to pay these people to come on the podcast to talk and make you more money, but you're not willing to spend money to invest to make sure that the community is protected, to get these men to be studied or put in jail. You're not willing to put your money to that. Again, black women, they tell you right in front of your face every time. Right in your face every time. And what y'all do? Come right back. Child. You can't make this shit up. Let's go back to it.
Lock them up, spending my tax. I'm gonna be honest with you. Personally, I'm not really interested in spending my.
That's why I said people don't care.
No. I do care. I think you should lock them up, but I'm not interested in paying for.
They should be dead.
I'm not interested in spending my tax dollars and giving billions of dollars to universities to better understand the neurons.
Yeah, I don't
fire
know
the pain receptors to better understand the pedophile. Personally,
but if you can prevent pedophilia through some other means than just locking them up, because clearly locking them up is not working.
No, we should just have stricter policies. Locking them up 6 months is not enough. I'm sorry. Why are they only getting 6 months with somebody carrying weed is getting longer? I think that.
Yeah. Now finally Q want to use her fucking brain and be the original Q that we knew her to be. At the end of the day, these men should go to jail for at least 15, 20 years. Period. Or just get castrated. And you can't do that no more. Then you're not a threat no more. You're good.
We can have that conversation, but Anton won't believe in it.
Laws are way stricter when it comes to.
You don't have to agree with me. Listen, I'm only one person with one opinion. You don't need my permission in order.
I'm saying no. I'm saying the reason why that we all know why that happens, but we're not going to go into the reasons why that the laws are the way they are, because Anton doesn't believe in certain things and ideologies.
What do I have to do with anything? I'm one.
You're the boss. This is on your channel. This is
what?
What do I have to do with anything? I'm one.
You're the boss. This is on your channel.
Child, the submission to other men never cease to amaze me. Never. You the boss, daddy? Child.
This is your platform,
don't
sir.
mean that y'all can't have your own opinion. I
don't want to go down that rabbit hole because we've been talking about it for the past 2 hours, 2 and 30 minutes.
No, we haven't. We've been talking about it for the past 20 minutes. This
You
particular issue.
You got it, big dog.
We had 164 super chats. We didn't start on this issue until like 20 something minutes ago.
I was talking about the prison sentences, the reason why people get harsher sentences for weed and non-violent offenses compared to other things.
I do think that there's leniency when it comes.
And bro don't even want to have a conversation about why black men are getting more time than white men around Anton, because Anton don't support that conversation. Wow. True submission. Never mind. Keep going, daddy. Ciao.
To this topic, because I think a lot of other men that's high up there is into this type of play. That's why I think the laws haven't really changed. You have these more successful men that are into these young women, or that's what I think.
I think it's much more complicated than that, because if you want to go down that path, then now I got to look at it on the other side, and I got to defend men, because
it's not only men, it's women too.
Wherever I got to defend them, because there's a lot of guys that are also falsely accused of shit that they didn't do, but we automatically take a woman's word for it and we say believe all women. So if we're gonna go down that path of harsher penalties and all of that, then we'd also have to actually reconstruct the entire justice system in a way that men convicted with actual real proof, because now y'all really want to start getting into the weeds. And if we're gonna get into the weeds, you can't just throw harsher penalties at people. You have to actually be able to prove that somebody did something that you're accusing them of doing also.
So do you think more men get falsely accused than the men that actually get caught and are really guilty?
I have no idea. I would never be able to answer that.
Now you're being
Yeah, because look, bro said now you're being disingenuous. He don't have any idea because he don't care about that. That answer doesn't make him any money. It doesn't. That does not make him any money. So he don't care about it. It's a crazy world, man.
Really guilty.
I have no idea. I would never be able to answer that.
Now you're being disingenuous.
How am I being disingenuous? I don't know.
So back to my.
How would I be able to know that?
So do you think a lot of these laws haven't changed because a lot of higher up?
Hold on. How is that being disingenuous? Because I don't know.
You can have an educated guess.
Do you know how many people get released, or how many people is actually in jail for being accused of something that they didn't do? You know how many girls are vindictive and they actually say somebody did something to them? You know how many guys have probably died in prison because of something that they didn't do? How would you ever be able to tell that?
So you're telling me you can't make an educated guess that's saying that there's more likely that there's more men out there that have done SAs or
no, I couldn't make
sexual crimes.
We see it happening even with the famous people today. We seen it happen with Diddy. We seen it happen with Jay. We seen it happen with Tory Lanez. We see guys get.
Whoa there.
Minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that. Like you didn't just say what you just said.
Did you just say we saw it happen with Diddy? What do you mean, Anton? We saw what happened with Diddy? We saw what? What did we see? Because he definitely wasn't the victim. You know what? Let's keep going. It's getting wicked.
Have done SAs or
no, I couldn't make
sexual crimes.
We see it happening even with the famous people today. We seen it happen with Diddy. We seen it happen with Jay. We seen it happen with Tory Lanez. We see guys get convicted and thrown under the bus, and those are the ones that we know of that have the money to be able to defend themselves, and they still got killed in the court of public opinion. So no, I can't make an educated guess because one is too many. One guy being accused is too many, and we can't just have harsher penalties and throw the baby out with the bathwater if even one guy get convicted of something that he didn't do, just so we can make sure that y'all feel good about yourselves and not protecting the people that y'all supposed to be protecting. No.
Little soliloquy, but it still didn't say shit. No. Absolutely not. Didn't say shit. There is no statistic or study or criminal database that would even suggest that men are raping more than women. Child.
No, I don't. I can't make an educated guess. No, because I would be assuming. And the fact that we just take a woman's word for it, which is one of the reasons why they had the campaigns of believe all women, is one of the reasons why everything is so messed up in the first place.
As far as the question goes about something wrong with men liking 18-year-olds, did you know there's only like 7 other countries besides the US and Canada that thinks 18-year-olds are not adults.
I'm sorry, say that one more time, big dog.
There's only 7 countries in the world that considers 18-year-olds not adults.
Not adults?
18-year-olds are not adults.
What do you mean in that way? I don't understand that.
Meaning 18 is considered adult as far as America and Canada is 21.
In some countries, 11 and 12 is considered.
Yes, right. So what?
So my point is, maybe we're skewed with our view on what is adult really
No,
is.
no.
Well, some states.
The Bible also says what adult is too.
So you saying?
All right, no, hold on, wait, let him.
If it was legal, you go ahead and do.
Oh shit! Here we go. Maybe our thoughts are skewed on what is an adult and what's not an adult. But Big Daddy Sim guy gotta go to work. I'm gonna cover this when I get back home tonight. Okay, but part 1, this part will be releasing today. Part 2, clearly, I thought it was Benny. It was the other guy at the bottom, Mind Tank. Here we go, guys. See you later.